Wow, wow, wow. The comeback of CryptoDose is here, guys. I know I've been MIA, missing in action, for 2 months now. 2 months, guys, almost 2 months. I told you guys that I was going to be doing videos. I told you guys I was going to be posting trades. I didn't. If you are in my Telegram signal group, you will be getting lifetime access if you paid before I was gone. And of course, guys, when my computer broke, I essentially went to fix it. They told me it wouldn't be ready for 2 months because we needed to wait for the part to arrive. I don't know why. It was very complex, apparently. I should have gotten a new computer, but I instead decided to take the chance to be away from my computer, electronics. I was on my phone here and there, but I wasn't on Twitter. I wasn't on social media. I wasn't on Bitcoin. And that's about it. I knew Bitcoin wasn't going anywhere, so I knew, and I also knew we were in a bear market, so I was like, okay, why not take the time to essentially go outside and breathe a little bit. So this is exactly what has been happening. Once again, guys, I am sorry. If you are on my Telegram signal channel, I will be posting on there more gradually. And of course, guys, I will be posting videos almost every day, or at least every day. I will try my best to post 6-7 videos a week for you guys. So guys, I am back. CryptoDose is back. We're here. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Kadena, obviously chart analysis. We're going to be talking about the rainbow charts, inflation, interest rate. Bank of England is facing interest rate for the first time in 3 decades, or it's going to be the biggest interest hike in 3 decades essentially. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And of course, guys, KDA. Before I get into all that, guys, if you sign up with MEXC in my link in the description below, you can get up to $9,100 worth of trading bonuses. Of course, this is a new thing that I did with MEXC because it is a comeback for me. I was away. I wasn't, doing any affiliation marketing for MEXC. But right now, why not earn $9,100? The event ends in 31 days. So, of course, this was done earlier today. And that's about it. So, let's have a look with some of the interest rate real quick. So we talk about, Bank of England. They want to do it for the first time in 3 years. This could affect the market really, really badly. And of course, we do have this interest rate. Now, the reason why I want to talk about these two things and the reason why it's so important is because, first of all, this is happening this week. Okay, so on December 14, which is in 2 days, this is the first time there's going to be a interest rate decision, the first time since November 2nd. Okay, so this is a whole month and a half. Okay, the forecast is supposed to be 4.5%, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens this week. Now, another thing is that we are seeing inflation coming back down. Okay, so can we see a pump tomorrow and a dump when they raise interest rate on Wednesday? It is very, very possible. So I would be careful right here. I wouldn't be over too leveraged. There's going to be a lot of volatility happening in the next couple of days. And we haven't seen this in a while because last time we saw the interest rate, we didn't see back-to-back interest rate and inflation numbers, right? And now we're pretty much seeing back-to-back. Look, 12-14 and 12-13. So we have two events happening, and these two events are going to be very, very important in my opinion. And that's about it. I mean, the last time there was a forecast, it was 4%, and the actual was actually 4%. Before that, it was 3.25, and it went from 2.25 to 4%. So this was a big hike, of course. And that's about it. Now, before I get into Bitcoin, Kadena, and whatnot, I do want to talk about Bitcoin because Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin's the leader. There's no question. And something that I do want to talk about is this Bitcoin rainbow chart. Okay, the Bitcoin rainbow chart. First of all, the halving. We know that the bull market only starts a few months after the halving, right? Now, and I don't want to hear and say, crypto's dead and whatnot, but look, right here, a few weeks after the halving, that's when the bull market started. Right here, a few months after, or a couple of months after the halving happened, we essentially took off. Same thing, we were going sideways after the halving in 2020. A lot of people thought we were going to be bullish, which we were in the long term. And what happened? COVID happened. We had this nice little slump and then exploded. So can we see this happening again in 2024? Very, very possible. Now, guys, 2024 is not so far ahead. We are 2023 in literally 20 days, okay? In 18 days, it's going to be 2023, sorry. So, a year and a half, guys. The halving is in a year and a half. I'm assuming it's, so right here, the timing is, of course, February 24th, 2024. It was supposed to be May, I believe. No, it is still. So it's March 23rd. That's when the halving is supposed to be. So depending on the blocking and how many blocks are being minted and whatnot, or mined, that's also going to be, it's going to depend on that. The faster it is, the stronger we're going to go and the faster we're going to get there. But of course, it's supposed to be around March or May, around that time. That's when the halving is going to be. So we're not going to see any crazy action until then, in my opinion. But guess what, guys? This is a very, very good opportunity to essentially accumulate and accumulate and accumulate and accumulate. You have literally a year and a half starting today to accumulate as many cryptos as you can. Okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Kadena, that's going to be my big three for me. And then before we essentially explode and go to the moon together, right? So this is exactly what is happening right now. Let's have a look at some Bitcoin chart analysis real quick, starting off on the daily time frame. Where can we potentially go on the daily time frame? Well, if we have a look on the RSI, guys, the RSI, we are seeing a nice little increase, right? We're exploding, there's no question, right? The trend is your friend until it bends. The question is when are we gonna essentially come back down? Are we gonna break the RSI? Are we gonna break this trend right here sitting? So we are also in a trend on the on the charts as well. We had this nice little pump right here, and then we had this nice little consolidation. The question is when are we going to break this trend, and when are we going to break below the RSI? Of course, we're going to have to see what happens tomorrow, because tomorrow, guys, could be a good opportunity for a long, all the way to $18,000 in my opinion, and then followed by Wednesday a crazy dump. So we're going to have to see where this goes and how it plays out. And that's about it. Let's have a look right here. This is the trend line right here, and this is the resistance. Okay, so we do have a nice little resistance right here, sitting at 17,500. And of course, guys, if we take this and bring it from the top, we are also in a horizontal triangle. Okay, so this is the horizontal triangle right here on Bitcoin. If I actually extend this, you could probably see it better right now. Let me extend this for you guys real quick. Boom. So this is a horizontal triangle. Bitcoin right now is currently pumping, or not pumping, but we're currently consolidating between, up and down between these two resistance and support region. Whichever closes above, guys, this is the main key indicator. A lot of people are, they're falling for these wicks, guys. These wicks are okay. Yes, it could be a potential breakout, but we're not successfully closing above these wicks. Okay, so the big thing is if we close above these wicks, this is when we're going to essentially explode to the bottom or to the top. If we have a successful close below this area right here, we're most likely going to essentially come back down and retest $16,000, or maybe even go lower. If we have a closure above this region right here, 17,236, this could be a nice little confirmation to 18,141, which is the demand, the supply, for the shorters, essentially, not for the longs, obviously, because we are in a bear market. And of course, we do have a bunch of resistance right here, as you guys can see. So every time we came around this level right here, we kept on getting rejected, as you guys can see right here. But guess what? Because we flipped below that, when we're going to reach this area, it's going to be very tough for it to essentially break that. So it's very possible we make that nice little breakout and then come back down, or before coming back down, essentially. So this is that on Bitcoin. Nothing too crazy. I will be diving into more technical analysis later on tomorrow. We're definitely going to see more of that, but as of right now, this is what is happening. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to be having a look at the moving average, exponential moving average, Fibonacci retracement, and whatnot. But right now I do want to have a quick look at Kadena. If you guys remember, by the way, guys, I have not touched this chart since I put this resistance, support, and resistance right here. But if you guys remember, I spoke about KDA coming back down and retracing to as low as anywhere between 73 cents to 87 cents. And this is exactly what happened. We came right in the middle to 78 cents, okay? And the reason why I said that is because this was a very support important region right here, okay? This was a very important support region. And what happened is that we came back up and got rejected at that region. The question is where are we going to go? Will Kadena come back down, double bottom before coming back up? Or are we going to essentially consolidate, stay around this region, stay around these levels, and maybe, essentially, just consolidate for a whole year? It's going to be very boring before we explode in 2024. Because, guys, we know when Bitcoin goes down, right? Kadena, altcoins, Ethereum, everything will go down. And the worst thing is that when the stock market goes down, gold goes down, Bitcoin goes down too. So everything is following each other. When the stocks go down, Bitcoin goes down. When Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down. And it's just a domino effect, essentially, right? And of course, interest rate go up. When interest rate go up, people want to hold dollars. People don't want to essentially hold risky assets such as stocks, gold, Bitcoin. They want to be holding dollars. So interest rates are extremely high right now, and they're going to keep on rising. And that's not good for the risky assets such as Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto, stocks, and whatnot, right? It's not good. So we're gonna have to see where this goes, and if the Feds are gonna be, lowering interest rate. If we see a low inflation and a low interest rate, this could be a crazy pump happening. We could see a massive swing to the upside, maybe to even $21,000. We're gonna have to see. We could see Kadena pump to as high as $2.4. But of course, guys, maybe, you know, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I can't say anything. But as of right now, what I can say is that on the weekly time frame, we are, of course, bearish. I mean, there's no question about that. If we flipped on the daily time frame, guys, I mean, we are still bearish. I mean, like, we attempted to come up right here to retest this level right here. It didn't happen so successfully, and we lost a lot of steam right here on KDA. Of course, when we have a crazy downtrend like that, we're going to see, of course, a reversal before coming back down. But Kadena right now this is a very important level for KDA on the weekly time frame, because if we go below that, guys, we could go to as low as 33 cents, and that would hurt. That would hurt a lot. Now, I didn't think Kadena would reach 73 cents this fast. I did mention it was going to reach. I said this was going to be my bottom and of the bear market, and we're still not done with the bear market. So we're going to have to see where this goes. Maybe Bitcoin will go even way below $9,000. Maybe it's going to go to 3,000 again. We're going to have to see. If it does go to 3K, that would be the best opportunity to essentially buy and invest. But as of right now, guys, Bitcoin is not going anywhere. Crypto's not going anywhere. And that's about it. So this is my short video on Kadena, Bitcoin, and, you know, inflation, interest rate, and whatnot. Tomorrow I will be back for some update. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow. Peace.